Just getting rid of all the stuff which should be private and not shown to the world. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Hey, everybody. My name's Eric. I'm making a game. That game is called the Godkiller. I'm going to shut my door. Let's get the mood light on. There we go. Now it's got some different colors shining on me, but you can't see it too much because there's still a fair amount of light outside. Anyways, this game, gone a little bit dark on it, just because lots of story to create on it. So I haven't been on stream every single day, and even when I come on, it's usually just 5-10 minutes, do a quick demo, say a few things, then leave and go back to work. But man, I've been busy, so busy, you wouldn't even know. Okay, story stuff. That's what I've been working on. So I do have one level. Let me update all this stuff. It is not April 1st. It is April 3rd. And in this session, I will work on creating a new level. The Cordorium. And I have been working progress every day for 335 consecutive days. Okay, so I think I can demo this level. It does not give too much away. I will stop from going to the lower part of it because that would give a few things away. So let's just hit play and demo it. So the main thing that I got accomplished here was just a lot of tricky interactive dialogue. The idea is that whatever you do, the dialogue should... hold on, let me get the maximize and show this properly. Whatever you do, the dialogue that happens should just sort of flow as a consequence of your actions within the game, as opposed to you explicitly saying, I'm going to say this thing to this character, and there's no like walk up to an NPC and bump against them and then they start talking. Nothing like that. You walk around, you go about your business, and here and there some of your actions have story consequences or cause the dialogue to change. Okay, so M arrives. M is the main character in this level, and she says a lot of people. And there's just a lot of murmuring in the crowd. They're all talking. It's like you're at a wine party or something, or like an art gallery. Everyone's just kind of standing around talking to each other. And maybe you're not involved in any of the conversations, but they're happening all around you. Now, M is causing a bit of a scene in this little place. She's definitely an outsider. She wouldn't mind getting past these people. They are blocking her, though. So, a little bit later we'll get some voiceover, and you'll hear a voice actor say what M's saying or what the crowd is saying, and I'll get like a looping crowd noise that serves as a kind of a base, and then these lines will just pop up over the top of it. Okay, so there's quite a bit of reactive dialogue here. So if M walks away from the crowd, she stops making her frustration noises. She's still mad at this point because they just haven't listened to her. They haven't gotten out of the way when she's asked them to. first politely and then a little bit more obstinately. There are some different ways to get through this. There's basically 3 different ways that M can get to the other side of this room. One of them, I'm not going to say what it is, because there's an achievement you can get if you manage to do it. It's a bit of a secret. So M can push. She can push these people. Okay. Then the conversation gets a little more cagey and tense. And you're just hearing little snippets of the conversation within the crowd. Also, once M has made it past the crowd blockage to the other side, she stops insisting that people move or get out of the way. So she's made it there, right? Okay. Now, I could go up here and leave. There's some dialogue that plays that changes based on the tenor of the room. Okay. So there's 3 crowd states. There's relaxed, which is what they started in. Now they're agitated because M pushed somebody. So if she keeps pushing people around, or if she kills somebody, they go to the 3rd state, which is panicked. She has to push a number of people before. Once a character's pushed, they try to run away from her. Okay, so now the crowd is afraid of her. She's pushed about 5 people. And they've stopped their conversation and they're just trying to run away from her. They don't want to get killed. So it's really gone Columbine. And you're not supposed to necessarily be enjoying this part of it. You've taken M to a dark place when you go and kill somebody and turn a whole crowd of vulnerable people against her and afraid of her. So this is not like a thing you're necessarily supposed to do in the game. It's something you can do, and it is within the range of things that are possible with M's personality. She's not all sweetness and yeah, so she's got her own dark side. All right. So then she walks out this way, which is the exit. And then she has a moment of regret because she was violent against these people. Now, they were shitty, and they created a situation that she reacted to. But she's not happy with herself that she let her anger get out of control. And she ended up hurting people. So yeah. Alright, so then I'll show you another way to get through the room. The second of 3. That would be like if she didn't take it so far. You know, she just maybe pushed one person so she could get through. Okay, so she'll come down here. And the crowd goes through their little murmurs. She's like, pardon? Excuse me. Okay, so there's a random thing which says between 1 and 5 seconds each time before she interjects with the next thing. And then when it gets past all of her dialogue that escalates, it goes to a holding pattern over a smaller set of inarticulate or non-speech vocalizations. So she's like just making like frustrated noises. Okay, so let's knock one person out of the way. The crowd changes to an agitated state. they're not all running away from her yet. So then she comes out here. Somebody in the crowd says, "Rude." She goes, "No, you're rude." And then she leaves. Okay. There's a third way to get through this whole thing, but like I said, I'm not going to show that. Okay, if you kill even one person, the crowd gets quite upset. Yeah, and it's the same pattern we had before. All right. So now I'm going to move on to create a new level. I'm not going to explain what the level's about, because that's story spoilers. But I think I can do quite a bit of work on it without giving anything away about the story. By the way, we got the game up on Steam now, at least a coming soon page for it. So if you go to Steam and you search for The Godkiller, just like you see up in the top left corner of the screen, it will show up. If you're interested in this game, it will show more information about it on the page. It'll tell you kind of like what the story is, and it'll show a bunch of screenshots. There's a nice trailer. And, you know, if you're into it, wishlist it. If you're not, please don't. Or don't wishlist it just to make me happy. I mean, don't do that. Do not do that. Okay, let's go on to the next one. It's called a Codorium. It's going to look a lot like this level because I just made a copy of this other level. But we can fix that. All right. That's fine. And then the lighting, I think I had some that were baked. I'm not using baked, so let's just fix that. Mode, real time. Always leave the same lights in from the previous level because I end up using about the same number of lights. I just move them to different locations, so for the moment I'll leave those there. So the design I have in mind is that there's just a series of stories or floors, and M just drops down from one to the next. Each time she drops down to another floor, it activates a little movie or a little slideshow that appears in a viewing area. I want the place to be pretty ominous, because it's supposed to be mentally challenging or emotionally challenging for M to be here at this place. I was choosing my words carefully because, again, I don't want to give away, do not want to give away story stuff. Alright, so let's go with the floor. What? Oh. That's so many times where I drag something onto the game screen instead of the scene screen. You'd think I'd get smarter. Other thing I'm going to do in this level that I've not done this on any other level before. It's a great place to use it. Moving light sources. So I took the hit and just did real-time lighting for everything. I said no baking because I got sick and tired of dealing with the baked lighting in Unity. It just really made me upset. I'm just not convinced. It isn't riddled with bugs, and it just feels like there's not a practical way to use it, and it makes me upset. So one advantage of just going with real-time lighting is you can do lots of effects, like shadows and stuff that are based on things moving. So that will be fun to do with this, I think. Okay. The tricky thing is that the player won't be able to die yet. She won't be able to die until she gets to the next level. So I have to make sure that everything is death proof. I do want to have a lot of spaces, like vertical spaces and far down below type stuff. So I can handle it two ways. One, I can have a bunch of rails. Two, I could make it so that, yeah, you can fall, but you'll fall all the way down to the bottom and you won't die. But it doesn't get you closer to your goal, so you'll have to like walk all the way back up, which will sort of train you. Don't just fall off into nothing. So thinking about the two options. The second one's more interesting. And I don't think it will be too bad as far as as far as writing all the interactive dialogue and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna do the second one. So that means I need to move all this stuff that I just created up much higher. Let's take player, the egg, the floor, move it up. Okay, how high up did I go? 500. That's a little crazy. Let's take it back down a little bit. Let's see. Maybe that's not bad. Okay. So if we go there, then also I'll make this guy come up to 400. There we go. This will get crazy. I'm gonna put stairs down. That's the one thing, though. So it'll make something kind of like a giant pyramid, but out of stairs. That's okay. I like a good staircase. This game is all about that, actually. I could do the spiral. Could spiral's gonna look cool. I gotta do the spiral. Alright, so then we'll go stairs. So just checking this out. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stairs 5. Hey. Oh, that's not quite right. Let's do stair 6 then. Go stair 7. No, we're still doing stair 6. You gotta loop around a bunch of times before you can widen that. You gotta loop around 4 times. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still... Am I off? No, I'm not. Okay, but it is stairs 7 on the next one because there's no extra square out over here. Okay, stair 7. Here's where it gets a little tricky because I can't just keep on going around the same way. I guess I could, because I could go underneath the first set of stairs. But I like the idea of just getting larger as I go down. So I'm going to have it go out an extra one. Let's go up to stair 8 now. Okay, so one thing I found is that I do want to add the extra parts here that join up before I go all the way down. So I get like one little thing wrong, it's not good. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. maximize my modeling space here. Using Pro Builder for the modeling, which is good for this sort of simple what's the word for it? I don't know. Shapey, like primitive. I mean, that might be another good term for it, where you've got like a bunch of geometry that follows basic shapes. It wasn't really designed to be something to model complicated things with. You would typically use a different piece of software, like say Blender, to come up with things that looked more organic or had a lot more complex geometry to them. But for just whipping up some quick levels, it's great. It's real good. Okay, I do have some complaints about it, but not major complaints. All right, I guess this has to come out a little bit further. Okay, so this guy was 8. Let's get rid of that and do 9 next. Not sure exactly how to figure this out, but I think, no, I was right the first time. Okay, undo, put 8 back in. Okay. Oh God, no, this is one of the things about Pro Builder that's not good. Okay, sometimes when you do an undo, it takes a long time. So I was worried there. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so now I'm on 8s. Yeah, I'm not sure how to check on this, but I think this game might have a record for the largest number of stairs, which is a record I don't think anybody's trying for, but it definitely has a lot of stairs in it. No elevators. Screw elevators. Okay, another way I could go about doing this that might make sense. Just thinking if I want to make a series of vertical blocks that are chopped up, or do I want to fill in all this little bits of extra space as I go? Because I get further down, it'll be more and more and more and more I have to fill in. It's a little bit harder to fill it in at that point. Oh yeah, I will do one for each vertical space. Each segment where there's the stairs are at the same spiral radius. What am I looking at? What? Okay, this needs to go to 10? Is that what's up? So that one is 8. This one is 8. Okay, I need to go to 9. Need to go to 9, okay. Upstairs. Oh, I hate it when it does that. This is another Pro Builder thing that's goofy. Okay, so you think you have like a quantum connection to this other thing down there. That's why you're showing like a split personality. There we go. Fix you back up. Get your mesh fixed. That is pretty almost certainly a Pro Builder bug. And that is also why I thought I had to switch to 9, because this guy. Okay. Bring this back to 8. I knew something was off. This guy comes out. I think it's something like, I don't know, but it might be something like a Pro Builder underneath the hood trying to share memory and be efficient. And so it uses, when you make a copy, some sort of shared reference to the same mesh or some data structure. But when you make a copy, it's supposed to break the shared object, perhaps, the shared mesh, and it does not. And now I'm wondering, again, why I'm not doing, why 8 doesn't reach. It's got to be 9. Oh, okay, that's right. Anyways, stairs 9. this one, is it still on 9? Or does it go up yet? Yeah, we'll start a new one of these major blocks every 4 revolutions around the tower here. Fill in these edges. Okay, then I think this one needs to go out to 10 so they can reach the corner. So I'll fix that. What am I looking at? Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, so now I know how to get past this thing where it, okay, see there it's changing the separate object above here. If I just hit undo and do the same operation again, it'll create its own separate copy of the geometry or some other shared structure and get past that particular bug. All right, so then let's assume this needs to grow. Okay, and we keep winding, keep going down. Oh, I meant to do rotation. Getting a little faster at this. I think I will finish this cycle of wines, and then I'll do one more after that, and that should take me to a good bottom. So it'll be like you'll be way up here, and it'll be about twice as far to the bottom as what you've seen so far. The nice thing about this engine is it really efficiently deals with data structures that go up and down vertically. So, okay, let's fill in this perimeter stuff. I always forget this one has to go a little bit further. Stairs 12 are on. Okay. Stairs 12, and then we'll go one more cycle. Oh, that time it didn't do the duplicate thing. This one, I think, it's gonna, yeah, you gotta go up. It doesn't quite make sense to me. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me why it's not, it's like a mathy thing. I'm not sure why it's 2 times I have to go up in size when I wind around on each rotation. Doesn't feel like the right kind of function, you know. I mean, I accept that it does do that. It just doesn't. It's not intuitive to me that it would be that amount. So I have to increase in size on this side by 1, and then on this other side by 1. But then why not the other 2 sides? Or why not just once per rotation? So there's something kind of unintuitive to me about that. A lot of times I use that lack of intuition as a clue I've done something wrong. But I must just misunderstand the geometry a little bit. Now this one over here is going to have to jump up by 1, so we'll go to stairs 14. Alright, this is the landing location. I'm also loosely following a conversation on Discord on the Thinky Puzzles, the Thinky Puzzle server, which is run by the people that did, well, run by Draknek. Okay, so that should be it for those stairs. There's the whole structure. I'll put a floor down there so I can get down to the bottom and test it out a little bit. All right. Pre-process. Let's just give it a try. Okay. Oh, I hate it when it does that. It puts the wrong texture there on the steps. I don't see much rhyme to those textures being screwed up. I'm guessing when I go into the editor they'll look fine. Yeah, I hate that. Okay, let me try one quick thing to see if I can fix it without having to take notes about which ones are screwed up. And okay, let's change this. So that looks fine. It's probably gonna still have the problem when I go into the play mode. If it does, I'll just take notes. Because, yeah, okay. Okay, so let's just grab a piece of paper. Good old-fashioned piece of paper. Get my really nice pen here. And I will note 2, I'll put south just to make it easier to find it. 3 west, 4, 5 east, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 south, 11 west, 12. I think this is 11 west, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, cool. Now, since I know which ones are going to be screwed up in play mode, I can fix them. Okay, this is north. Okay, cool. Okay, so this one, stairs 7, let's just delete that. Here, I'll just delete all the ones I know are going to be screwed up. Okay, 3 west. It's also a stairs 7. Just because I suspect it has to do with duplicating the object, I'll just do a fresh stairway each one. Okay. Now 5 east. That's stairs 8. South. So that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That one is 11. So that one's not a duplicate. So maybe my theory about it being a duplicate is wrong. Okay. Okay, 10S, 11W. So what size is that? 11. Okay. We'll say that all the ones that it screwed up on were not north. Is north 0? No, is it north is 270? Okay. So I don't know what the reason is why those textures are screwed up. Let me see if I fixed them. Okay, done with that. Okay, so the next thing, the player's going to walk out here on some grades. Great. Just thinking, like, problem with story levels like this one, like maybe I should try to get just a little bit of puzzle solving into it. I think I got. Oh, I got a puzzle idea, but it'd be good for the bonus. I'm gonna think about this a little bit. I'm picturing a second tower. Picturing a second tower, and you can, if you know the right spot, you can be climbing the stairs up, and using that, you'd fling back over this direction and go through like some holes, some doorways inside of this tower. But how to make this like an enjoyable puzzle instead of some terrible trial and error nonsense. It could be a bit of a note-taking exercise. So to make it somewhat fair and not just like ridiculous note-taking, I could have some markers on the side of the tower and have them exactly match the other side. So you'll know if you're at the right spot, if you're at the marker. I like that idea. So I could have 1, 2, 3, 4 chambers like that to jump inside of. Let me see where this is in the level progression. I want to set difficulty appropriately. Okay. Okay, I'm liking that idea. Let's go check the level progression. Okay, so we've got Acrodorium. These ones prior were not too hard. So the puzzle that I'm thinking of is probably a good present puzzle, like an extra optional one. Yeah. Okay. So one thing I can do though is I can take this whole thing that I made with all of its parts, and before I add much more in the way of geometry, I'll just put all of this into one game object, and that should allow me to make a twin tower, if you will. Never forget. Okay. Let's call this tower. Stop it. Okay, let's make sure you are snapped. You are good. Good for you. Leave those there. And we do a big old duplicate on the tower. This is going to be fun. It's going to have the egg in there, but I can get rid of that in a second. Oh, it's going to have the floor too. I can get rid of that in a second. So, it'd be fun to just have it way out of here a little bit. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of the egg on top. Okay, so let me think. Do I see Z fighting? Is that Z fighting? No. It's probably my shader doing something a little bit off. Okay. So this isn't bad, because I could put the stripes that tell you where you're going to land off on. Like they could be on the flat side over here, but they could be on the stairs over here, where that line is. Now the other thing I have to do is at the bottom of this, I do not want the stairs to go all the way to the end, because that will imply that you should be able to just skip past the part that's going to be in the middle, which is where all the little presentation things are going to go, little movies or slideshows. Yeah. Okay. Let's have it come out just one. Okay. So up top. A series of things you drop through at the bottom. Have a grate coming across here. Then I don't know exactly what's going to be down there, but just for the moment, let's make it so the two grates can connect. Okay, and this guy I'll just have go all the way up to the top. Okay. The height should be 343. And can I get away with doing this? Can I just do clone south? Nope. Cannot do that. Okay. Well, that's just a lot of grate. Let's just do it. just want to see if I can go from one stairway to the other. The exit will go in the middle of this tower. All right, let's try it. Missed. Man, for all that. Maybe it's, yeah, okay. Gotta run the pre-proc one more time. Because Unity sometimes doesn't succeed in ray casting until you have made one cycle through the editor and player. So let me see if it gets it this time. What? Okay, so I was off. Okay, not horizontally, but maybe not on that axis of whatever this axis is, X or Z. But maybe on this one I was off. Let me just bring it out one more. There we go. Cool. Oh, I thought of one thing though, which is, okay, so if I can fling from this side to the other, what stops me from flinging from that side to this side? I could put rails on the stairs. So I can do this. It's kind of fun to like go back and forth like this though. Yeah. So I'm thinking about different things I could do and which one's going to be the most fun. So there's this idea that if you just let the player be able to fling around a lot between the two towers, that's pretty fun. Also, I think I've got the... No, the spacing can't be exactly the same everywhere. Okay. So that allows for more trial and error. I could just put a small puzzle at the bottom of the towers. Not the bottom of the towers. The bottom of, I'll call it the presentations area. For now, I'll call it that. It's a terrible name, but. And if you are able to solve that puzzle, it means you got all the way to the bottom of the presentation area, you saw all the story stuff, and you'll have some little puzzle to do at the end, which will make it feel like a proper puzzle level. And that will let something open up over here. Okay, and then the present puzzle could be getting through these windows, handling something there. Yeah, at the top of here I could just put a letter gate, and then you could just have to break up the letters by going through the presentation area. Might be a little bit puzzling down there. So it's not just a walking simulator, I guess you'd call it. Okay, so this stuff I did down here to make it so that you couldn't come up the steps, that doesn't matter anymore. So let's fix that. I'll just delete all the grades that I made down here. Go for symmetry on this guy. So that means get rid of the stuff I made. It's probably easier just to redo this a little bit here than mess with the mesh. Okay. Alright, and then a little beep, and somebody tagged me. How delightful. Stairs 14. Okay, so all that, and this crazy stuff up here, it's not going to be exactly like that. Let's just get rid of all that. What? Oh yeah, I got to do boom like that. Okay. Cool. Then there should just be like these ones over here. Yep, good. Okay, so now I feel like I should make the little window things that are gonna need to be there. Or at least plan them out. Okay, so I can make maybe one here. You come to this point. fling across the other side. Maybe to start out, dang it. Maybe to start out, let's just extend this all the way. Then it'll be very easy for me to see where things are. Okay, so that's where I would make a little window right there. Which might be a tiny bit challenging with all this stuff. Okay. Let me think. So from the other side, I also need to knock out that wall. No, I didn't mean. No, don't do that. Dang it. No, I didn't mean to hit play. Although, I mean, let's go look at it just for kicks. No, let's not. Alright, fine. Just move this out for a little bit so I can even get the window from the other side. Yeah, well, I was right to make this elongated, extruded walkway as a guide. It makes it easier. Okay, so then to do things the right Pro Builder way, I have to join the insides. No, it's not. It's bridge. Thank you for working. Okay. Hide this briefly. Then we come back to here. Bridge the bottom. Alright. And then this guy, let's rename it so it's easier for me to find. Fling. Marker. All right, I've got some similar work to do over here. Positive example versus, I think I'm missing what he's saying. Okay. Ah, Davey, yeah. I was trying to get a little conversation going over there on the Discord and just kind of learn about Discord a bit. You do much Discord? I honestly think it's not my favorite form to have conversations with people. The problem with it, in my mind, is that like when people post something, it goes away. It becomes like in bad taste to reply to it after a few hours, maybe. Depends on the community, I guess. But I've got my biases, I suppose. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Make a little room here that you can fling yourself into. There could be a puzzle in it. Okay. What's going on with you? Wait a minute, I gotta go check out your vids now. You just reminded me. I hope you got a new one. Let me see. If you don't feel bad. I'm just going to check. What? What? Did you do that? Did you clean out again? What? Who is harassing you? I don't get it. Man of 1,000 startovers. Oh man. I feel like I should download all of your videos or screen cap them when they go up, because you'll end up taking them down a week later. And I'll just have my own permanent archive. Oh god, there's that. You told a guy to be respectful online. Oh god, that sucks. Yeah, there's just like so many shitty people. I mean, it's a small percentage of the decent people, but they're out there. And in person, they wouldn't be threatening at all. They'd just be some loser. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Sounds like it sucks. You working on any games? That's cool. What genre is the music? What? Oh, I gotta do it. Okay. So I do that. Wait, what? What did I mess up? Oh no, I'm still good. I just gotta keep going. It's good. It's good. Yeah, you saw the trailer. Let's see. So yeah, got an artist who's coming up with more face art. Just decided I didn't want to do it all myself. She might end up redoing some of my stuff. That's fine. She's really good. And I just haven't been on much because most of the stuff I would be demoing would be spoilers for the story. I don't mind spoiling a little bit of the level design, but the story is kind of sucks if I give it all away for people that will play it later. Let's see. What? Somebody tagged me. Friggin' Wonder Woman has some Godkiller armor. Had to be unique. Yeah, there's like a graphic novel or anime thing called Godkiller, and but I will beat them all. But even the Highlander was the Highlander. He wasn't just Highlander. Because if it was just Highlander, it would just be any Scottish guy. Come on, people. The is important. The means the Godkiller, not just some Godkiller. Okay, so let me see how well this works. Oh, I gotta put. Oh shit! I redid this part before I moved this casing thing back. Arrgh. But then the question is, do I even need the casing if I made it anyways with this? Okay, so this I could just hide. This I could probably just delete since I remade it. Oh, and then there's some bullshit over here. How do I fix that? Yeah, thank you. It's getting me confused, and I made it. So, imagine what it'll do for somebody who has never seen it before. I gotta remember that these stair things are hard to do. You remember the deep pit thing I was working on? It's the same kind of design. That one took forever too. This is a smaller version of it, but yeah. It's making my brain hurt, if I'm honest. Okay, so okay, I gotta redo this. Just this block here. Let's just redo it. Otherwise, I'll spend way too long trying to get it right. You have to be inset further. Yeah, I don't know anything about Narita Boy. I mean, I do know it's like that one orange anime character. That's about it. Let's see. So it's got to come up here. I have to redo this a little bit too. Oh, you are about the 80s style. Get you some pink neon in there. Get you some Nagel paintings. Women wearing sunglasses. Wait, you're full off of neon? Don't say that. Don't say that. Like, that's like saying the Pope's off Catholicism, you know? Oh, when you said full off neon, I thought you were saying you were like done with neon or something. But you're saying that this particular game has a lot of neon, which is like basically part of your psychology profile at this point. Make sure all this stuff joins up right. Well, man, I don't know. I'm not doing a good job of keeping my stream traffic up by not being on every day. So I figure that probably mellows it out. But other than that, you know, the main thing for me is not, it really is not having a bunch of people on chat. I mean, that'd be nice, but I'm here to make my game. Z, what's going on? Oh, I can't do that. Just put a wall here, and that'll work. Okay, I need a floor over here. Damn, that's a lot of work. I probably could have made it go faster if I didn't make as many mistakes as I did, but okay. That's not quite good. It's almost there. I can try it out and see if the concept is good or not. Okay, oh, still a little more over here to do. So, do you know of any games that have stairs in it like this one? Because I was thinking I could probably claim that is the game that has the most stairs in it. I could run like a little tool on it, and it would come up with like 20,000 stairs or something like that, and I just use it as a marketing blip or something. Let's see. I have not seen any other games that have this many staircases. I will tell you that. Okay, so let me see how well this works. Oh, well. If they're procedurally generated or if they're just like a loop, that can't count. That cannot count. Manifold Garden might be up there with the amount of stairs it has. I think I could make the claim without it being ridiculous. I mean, they've got the infinite loop thing in Manifold Garden too, but I figure they should get credit for the non-repeating parts. Okay. Alright, so there's that. There, that's how you get there. Okay, there's some issue just with the height map. I can fix that in a little bit. So as a puzzle goes, it's not great because all you have to do is stand above it, fling one way, fling the other, and you're in. Could put a rail right here. What would that do? Go one over. Come back down. It's still pretty easy. Okay, so I could wall off this whole part or rail it off so you can't fling south from here. So if that were the case, then you might come down here. It could be a thing where you just don't notice it. walking down. You're not going to see too much there. Let me try this. That's pretty subtle. That's pretty subtle. Someone might miss that. Okay, let's see how it looks like from over here. Yeah. Okay. The other thing is I don't need to put a whole ton of these rooms all the way through. I just need one. I can stick a present inside of there and that'll be good. So probably this is easily missable, but if you're paying attention you could find it and you can wonder what is that, and you can try to get in it with a little bit of work you would. Okay. To make it a little more interesting, I could make a hole in here where you could just drop down something further below. You could put the present inside of. All right, enjoy yourself, sir. Enjoy King Kong and all he has to offer. I can make a little display room here and put the present inside of it and tease the player a little bit because they won't be able to see how to get inside of it, but there'll be a point where you can drop through from the top. maybe I should let the player go inside this big room and walk around a little bit. Because I don't know if they're going to be able to see the present from here. Or maybe they would. Present would be right in the middle. Be up a little bit higher. Ah. Okay, we'll put right in the middle, there'll be a pedestal. Pillar. That's where the present will go on top. Cool. Glad I made it odd and not even. I wouldn't have symmetry and it would bother me. Okay. So right down the middle. Let's make a guide column right through the middle so I can see where it needs to go. Alright, let's make this really easy to spot. Can do that by just giving it an ugly texture. Well, that might just be yeah, that might be too much. Okay, block border. There we go. That's easy to spot. Okay. I thought this was going to be hard, but I think that this part will actually be pretty easy. Yeah, okay. So let's see, where is the next part of this? Right here. Made it through. Okay, cool. If I delete this, what I should get is one unbroken tunnel, or chute. So you have to come in up here, then you just drop all the way down. Okay. I want to see it. I want to make sure it works. It works. Do I want to make it harder than that? Okay, there's a modeling bug right there to fix. But that one's pretty easy to fix. I think it is. We'll see. I think I just didn't pull it out far enough. That should do it. Yeah. Okay, if I wanted to make it harder. I suppose I could put rails above it. It'll become some weird trial and error thing, though. I don't want that. It's good. It doesn't have to be that hard. Okay. So then at the top, it should be blocked off. Just thinking what word I want. Maybe look at this. O-B-S-E-R-V-E. Okay. I could do that. If I do it laying flat, though, that means I have to raise it up one extra square, because you need 2 squares to make it. So it's an obstacle. 1 square just counts as steps. So maybe I don't want to lay it out flat like that. Just thinking about a place where you can see what letters are spelled, and also doesn't look ugly, and also blocks your path. So if it's, say it's here, let me try that. Letter gate south. Okay. It would not be initially spelled unless I put it someplace. So I'll put it someplace just to get it going, because I need to see if it'll work or not. And for anyone who's on right now, I'm gonna drop off probably 5 minutes, something like that. There was an error. That was the unpacking. Okay. Gotta unpack. Unpack, my babies. Yeah, that's not bad at all. It can be read. Also gives your eye a different focal point as well, so it makes it a little bit easier to miss the door into the structure underneath. Yeah, I kind of like that. Alright. This is a good stopping point. can actually just barely see the present rotating down there. Cool. All right. So, it's time to stop the stream. Catch y'all later. Stopping the stream, stopping the stream, stopping the stream now.